Hello my friends and welcome back to Factorio. I'd actually just recorded a previous video and on review I just thought it's not really adding anything, so I got rid of that. So let's move on to this one, see if there's anything new we can bring to this. So one thing I've noticed is overnight this coal supply is running low, and that indicates to me up here in our coal provision we've got it on a separate power grid from the main base, and that's because if there should be a main power failure from the power generators we have over to the east, we don't want that to affect the coal production, because the coal is part of what feeds those power generators, the boilers at least. And that sort of tells me that we don't possibly have enough solar power to supply all these miners on here, and maybe overnight we're shy of one of these accumulators. So during the day these are storing up energy, because these don't produce any at night, of course. Anyway, so I think we need maybe a couple more. So I thought what we'd do is get something going here where we can get an assembly machine near our mall, building solar panels, and I'm going to need those as well for myself. I've managed to build myself this modular armor, which I bring up. It's actually got its own equipment grid, so there's certain resistances to different maladies like acid, explosion, fire, physical damage, and we get a bonus amount of inventory size, a relatively small grid. And what can we put in that grid? Well, if you look at our combat and personal effects area, we can put things like personal portable solar panels, batteries charged from those, and batteries can power things like, well, eventually robots that we can tag along with us. We can have a robo port to facilitate that. We can have night vision goggles, a protective energy shield, that kind of thing. Personal flamethrower, or the one I tend to go for is personal laser turret. We haven't researched those yet. I thought we'll start with, while I'm here, I'll just review what these need. It needs copper plates, steel plates, and green electronic circuits, and then really we could do with a couple of these, and that will lead us on to the next provision we need, which is a battery making array, I think. Because if we look in the mall here, we've got this lane here which expects, at least on one side of this transport belt, batteries, because various things within the mall are going to need batteries. We've got a battery maker here, for example, robo ports, and so on. I'll just let the robots fill in some of these gaps. Yeah, over here we've got the nuclear research done, so we're now aiming to build at least some nuclear reactors and the things related to that, all these and these turbines. So we've got some things crafted. Yeah, what we'll do is start with this one, and this is going to make our solar panels. So again, it needs, this is why I've cited it here, you see, but we need copper plates, steel plates, and green circuits. So here we've got on this belt the copper and steel plates, and on this one green circuits. So let's start making that. We're going to need we're going to need a long-handed inserter to reach over this first belt here to grab from this belt here. So we can sit it there, and we'll reverse that so it picks up from the belt and places into the assembly machine, like so. We'll supply power last and kick it off. Now we also need green, but not the red. So this one's free to take from both sides of this, as it needs both elements for the solar panel. But from here we only want the green, so we're going to need a filter inserter so we can tell it what to choose off this belt. So we'll click on the inserter, whitelist, i.e. the item that we want, and we're going to want just green electronic circuits. So that's got the filter on it now, it'll only pick up green off that side. And then we're going to need a box. We'll have a regular box offset into which to drop the resulting solar panels. So if we just now get power to this, let's see, that won't quite reach, but probably there. We need to cover off all these inserters. Put it there, and we'll just I don't know, we might have the other one. Let's just see about the other. So if we were to think we need, no, we're going to need batteries, aren't we? Just go with this one. Batteries is a whole nother endeavour. Right, there we go. So we should hope to see this start in motion soon. There we go, so it is building now. Takes 10 seconds per panel. But we'll leave that to it, and we should like to see the first one drop in. And we'll grab that and we'll go and put it in situ on that coal power provision. So take that from there. I do have 3 actually accumulators in my personal inventory from some previous endeavour. When in, I think it was episode 5 of this series, we had a power crisis, I called it, power cut. So I re-engineered this to run off its own. So we'll put another panel there, and then during the day these run, powering just these coal miners here, and any surplus energy they have, so we can look on there and they demand, when they're at peak output, probably all that 3.1 megawatts that these can provide. So I think that musical cue that we can just hear is nighttime arriving. Dusk may be upon us. So let's just get another one of these in, or 2. They're going to charge because I've just placed them. These are all fully charged for the night. So let's see, the power output is diminishing from the solar panels, as you see on the information to the right. And let's see if that gets fully charged. Then you'll see them kick in when they're at 0, or indeed when the demand here starts to outstrip the diminishing supply from these. These will start to kick in with a different graphic. Yeah, so night is falling, and we might sporadically see these kick in. There we go. That's the signal that they are outputting energy into this circuit that's powering these, supplementing the ever falling power output from the solar panels. And the hope is that you've got enough of these with a cumulative energy to power all these overnight at peak performance. Really, they're not really producing anything at the moment because this lane is full, no space to output, therefore yellow light on the thing indicates of no space. Green, 20 of the ones with little green lights are going to produce anything. So that's a bit more provision for solar on the coal front. So let's see, so I'm being greedy here. I want to boost my character's abilities, so I want some of these in my equipment grid. So I need 1 solar panel for each one of these I need, and I think I need, let's see how many we've required. We've got 10, 11, and we'll grab half of those approximately. And we're not quite got what we need in terms of steel or circuits, but we can build 4. Let's build those, and their progress is down here. But see, if I bring up the modular armor grid, I can put these in. Now really I need a personal battery as well. Got 2 in there. Now what does it take to build a battery? A personal battery. It takes 5 actual batteries. Can I build an actual battery? No, because that must be built in a chemical plant that takes in iron plates, copper plates and sulfuric acid. So let's see. So on our map, just before I go running off into the unknown, we've got sulfuric acid here. I can't see anyway, let's go. We've got sulfuric acid going into a store here. Bear in mind we've got to have for battery iron and copper plates. So here we've got a line of copper plates. Here we've got some output of iron plates. So really, let's see if we can fit where we can fit a chemical plant. So I want to think about this and think in my mall. The mall needs batteries, remember? So not just for my egocentric demands of a battery for my grid, we need a battery supply into the mall. So we have to think now where's best to put this, because we're going to need to send some output back up here along to the mall. So probably need a few of these things. Yeah, you see it gets tricky in that orientation. So down here again we do have copper in the location and iron. Let's keep going. Because it might be an idea to set up a chemical plant thing this way. So let's speculate. So let's say we've got, and we need a, going to need, let's do 1 and see, sort of play it by ear. And now they're quite quick, I think. We'll set it to battery, 4 seconds. So we can afford just to use a simple inserter, the slowest one here. Now we're going to have pipes coming in to provide the sulfuric acid from, see, we could take it directly from here. Is that wise? Because we want to fill this storage really. Let's take it off here, give it a turn. So we're coming back on ourselves, aren't we? That's fine. Don't want to come in there. Let's see. Change that to a pipe. I don't know. Depends really. We're going to need another one. Is this the way to do it? I don't know. Let's think. So we're going to put our output somewhere. If we're going to have a row of these this way, perhaps a few. Let's say, so you're witnessing me thinking on the fly here. So let's say we have an output there and going up, something like that. That would mean we need another one here, maybe. Don't know how many we need really for them all, certainly. So that would be along there, that would be there, that would be there. I need to bring across some copper. Let's get rid of this tree. Right, so we've got a few more. Kind of see what we're doing now. So copy the properties of that one to that one. Right. This can be, I know for all this red demand, that can be quite a precious resource. So do I really want to take from that? I think we might regret it, but we're gonna try. So what that means is we're going to have to make gaps. So we'll want to come across here with the copper, so that we can reach with a long-handed inserter, grabbing from that. So that alignment is there. So we need to turn this splitter there really, and occupy that. So we need to make a gap there to let that flow through, and then this one is this way up, turn, and then we're gonna turn that out and underground. Like so. So we've got our core components of iron and copper plates, and we just need, he says, the sulfuric acid. Now, is that the optimal position? What if I... Yeah, okay, so I'm going to rethink this slightly. So I'm going to have the input there. We'll go higgledy-piggledy like this. And come under there, you see. Get our pipes to make the turn. Got our flow through. And we can go like so. And if we need more, yeah, go along that way. And then we've got a gap here to place this valid battery. Oh yeah, so that will still work as long as I can turn that. Go up there. Oh, so let's just fill in the pipe, connect that up, and then yeah, looking good. There you need power. So yeah, one of these pylons is enough to cover all that. That's good. And here we have batteries. Very good. So I'm going to grab a few, stand near there, press F to pick up, and look in our thing here. So we're just lacking steel plates for that. Let's take it with us. I've not got many here. Many of anything really. Let's oops. And we've got a nice cliff in the way and need to be careful of this. Yeah, I can't point. Can't bring another thing up here that will interfere with that one. Not that one, this one. So let's have a think about where we want to send this. Up here, this look at that. Everything's going to be in your way, and we need to be able to get up here and make a turn. Yeah, maybe that way looks clearer though. Clearer of other channels. Let's see, so that's not good. We'll make a turn. And where was it? It was on the inside of here, wasn't it? Yeah, let's get some more. But I think we're right. We'll go up this channel here between the green. We'll have to kink inside here, I think. Up here. Let's plot that out, shall we? Yeah. So this is what you face when you start doing advanced game stuff later on. Mid game, late game. Getting your wires crossed in a way. So you've got to be able to turn. Got to be able to turn there. So maybe we do that, and then we just ghost building here. Maybe up here. Where am I? Ah, almost gone too far. Let's see. Might have gone too far. Yeah, too high. It's about level. It's level with the top of this, I think. Come along here, let's check. Need a little kink. You want this layer here. And we only want one side of this. See, it needs blue circuits as well, but for now the batteries is what we're interested in. Let's go and get some of those transport belts, shall we? And undergroundies, as I call them. Splitters, how are we doing? 42, that's plenty, I think. And where are we? So we'll switch our robots on. Follow this pre-planned route. The batteries are only outputting onto one side of this belt anyway, so that's ideal. Yeah, so we'll make sure they get there. Ride along with it. To a degree. Looking good so far. Seems to be on the right track. Batteries, batteries, batteries. We need them. So later on, when we get blue circuits going, we're going to put them onto the other side of this belt, which for now at least we've got access to in this span here quite easily. If we build our blue, circuits down south. Right, so that's going to go along there and get utilised where it's needed, hopefully. See the battery maker's starting to pick those up. Where do we stand with these? We don't want an infinite amount, thank you. Let's go back to our grid. 2 more. 30 kilowatts, 20 megajoules. But what else do we want in there anyway? We would like to have... Can't build those yet because we don't have blue circuits or electric engine being provided. Personal robo port. That would be good if we, if we are to produce some robots and then have them follow us around. So we could aim for that, or we could do this one. Yeah, an defensive energy shield. Let's see, more steel, and I should be able to build that one. Here's some steel. get one of those. There's our build progress. Just wait here for it to appear. Right, so we choose 2x2 grid. This would allow another 2x2 here, perhaps. Just have to reposition these optimally as you find. I think I need another battery. Right, so there's our little goal then. Let's try and build a robo port, so we need more steel. Got enough steel? Yep. 45 batteries. 40 cogs, gear. So what we can do is stand on here, and as we press F to pick them up, there we are, 40. On the information on the right, under the personal robot port, it's shown we've got 40 now, or at least. Now we need 45 batteries, and there have been some accumulating over here, haven't there? Not being used yet, so I'm going to grab those. Let's see. Start to accumulate them, and this will go ready to build. Let's build our roboport. We haven't got any robots yet. Let's see, get our roboport in there, and it's charging now. Okay, I think we need another personal battery. Yeah, you're being built. Let's have one more. So if it's night time, of course, these are not providing any power, so we need to store it during the day. And what else? I don't think our grid is big enough for much else. We could have night vision, which is I need 5 more red. Got some red electronics on here, haven't I? Yep. I can spare 5. So what is that? Oh, that's one of these mod facilities, so is that, so I'm not going to bother with that. Core game stuff. Let's get those. Add those into our grid. Yeah, and as we get, if we get power armor, the equipment grid size goes at the bottom of the info panel there, 7x7, whereas this one is 5x5, so we can fit more stuff in that one. It further boosts our inventory, further has extra resistance, but there's a lot of blue, of which we have none, and 20 electric engine units, which we've not prepared for yet. But that's just a quick video introducing the beginnings of your personal equipment grid and the early start of what we've got. So we've got batteries, solar panels to charge things, an energy shield. That one can absorb 50 hit points and recharges. Later on you can unlock a level 2 energy shield, which has many more hit points. Roboport, we can support up to 10 robots. With that one, I think we can get a Mark II of that as well, which is up to 25 robots following us around. And indeed, I think you see the energy shield is a lab, an assembly plant here, assembly machine, and a roboport as well. personal rubber put. I think this will be the Mark II, one of these, and then the Advanced or Mark II energy shield. So as we unlock that research, I might start some research in the background and come back, and hopefully that's ready for the next video. But thanks very much for watching. Like if you enjoyed that, comment down below, let me know what you think. Subscribe if you're not already, and if you are, just make sure you've got that notification bell pressed so you get bulletins when I post new content. Thanks for watching this far, take care, and I'll see you on the next video.